Yo, what's going on? What is up? What is up? How's everybody doing? We are live. We are back. It is Sunday evening, so a little bit of lazy Sunday, if anything. But we're here. We're here, and we're gonna be reviewing. I feel like every Sunday I typically review like a dunk, if anything. So we do happen to have them in the building. I'm excited to show them to you. We're gonna get to it. Yeah, we got Mr. Old School in the building with the cereal. It looks like cereal bowls. Yeah. I guess we're cooking up some cereal over here, like you know, in the evening. And we also got 92 Kenny G in the building with the strong arms. Yeah, you guys know it. We're on the grind. We're putting out content. And you know, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, yeah, you know, we do put out some releases that have already come out, you know, whether it be a couple weeks ago, whether it be months ago, but there's no possible way for any content creator to be able to put everything out as it comes out. It's unrealistic. So I want to be able to put stuff out when I have the opportunity to get stuff in the building. So you guys know what it is, right? Running low on cereal, send some over, man. I'll send some over. Yeah, no, definitely. What is going on, guys? Happy to be back. We're gonna be live for, you know, pretty much just to cover. There's two things I want to cover today. Okay, so you guys are, I guess, in for a little bit of a treat. Okay, not just a cereal treat, but what I do want to cover today is a little bit on obviously this you know, collaboration with LeBron. It's guys, every sneaker that LeBron puts out, I just got to put this out there, they're kind of on the weirder side. He's definitely had some, I don't know, just weird sneakers, if anything, like just really out of this world with galaxies, with cereal and all this other stuff, and like just a lot of crazy colors and stuff. I mean, I'm not necessarily, I don't have any qualms with it, but it's just not necessarily, not everything that he puts out is my cup of tea. Anyway, so we're going to be covering the cereal dunks, I guess, the Fruity Pebble cereal dunks, and then we're going to touch a little bit on what's dropping in 2023. I know there's still some heat to be dropping in December, don't get me wrong, but I do want to cover a little bit on like what exactly is coming on in 2023, so we'll get to that. But we want to keep it focused on the Fruity Pebbles at hand. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Appreciate you guys rocking with me. If you haven't already, smashed that like button. Endeavor this help the channel tremendously, more than you guys realize. So here we have it, okay? So these did release, I believe, a while back, November. No, it released in November. And this is pretty much it. And you know what? What's interesting, the first thing that came to mind when I saw this, I was like, man, this looks so similar to the Bart Simpson dunks that I reviewed not too long ago. If you look at the Bart Simpson dunks over here, like just look at the colors, okay? Okay, I don't want anybody throwing me under the bus here, but I'm just saying, look at the colors, okay? Let's exclude a lot of the yellow. But let's go back to this real quick. It does still have the yellow on the back, but it does kind of give me a little bit, just a little bit of that Bart Simpson vibe in a little bit, you know, even if it is Fruity Pebbles. I think one of the things that intrigued me to pick this up, you know, because yes, this most likely was a return at Nike, and you know, because I did not try on the release, so I was able to snag them off. They have pretty much like a return shelf, if anything. So if you go to the Nike store and you ask them, hey, I want this in a certain size, they're just going to be like, this is the last one, it's a one-off, which is most likely why we have, this is a size 8, so it's not my size, but we got to get to content, right? So for me, what intrigued me specifically with this was definitely the laces. Like you got the Fruity Pebble laces over there, as you see. So we'll get into the review, my overall thoughts, and then we'll touch on what they're doing on the aftermarket. I mean, full transparency, they're probably not doing much on the aftermarket, but you know, I do see this as a collaboration, you know, with LeBron, because this is apparently his favorite cereal. So, okay, you know what I mean? And I do like covering sneakers on my channel that are a little bit like, just weird, you know what I mean? Like, just, like you don't see them every day. Yo, we got Nitro in the building. Hi and I, what is going on? That's how I know it's you and not an imposter when I see that hi and I. But yeah, so let me go ahead and see what other information about them. See, I find this interesting. Okay, so Kicks on Fire is the site where I guess you can buy them for a higher price. So they're not really doing that much on the aftermarket, considering the fact this was $120, okay? They released early in November, okay? November 8th, so what? It was pretty much a month ago, if anything, that these released. But I still think it's something worth covering. It's not something people are harping about or want to find too much information about, but still, I do see it as a pretty fun sneaker. I think this would make a great Christmas present too, full transparency, based on the fact that you have some fun colors, especially for any of our cereal lovers in the building, right? But yeah, this is pretty much it. As you see, there's like milk dripping on it. Now, for me, growing up, any of the fruity cereals, I never really liked it with milk. I always liked milk with just more of like a, I don't know, anything that had a little bit more of like caramel aspect to it, or an oaty aspect. But then when you're mixing like Fruit Loops or Fruity Pebbles with milk, I don't know. For me, I'm not the biggest fan of it. But these are interesting. It's an interesting sneaker. You know, this is the type of sneaker. It's kind of loud. If you were to wear this when you're out and about, people are going to ask you about it. They're going to be like, what are those, right? But yeah, you know, and then you obviously have LeBron's, you know, he pretty much has his logo right on the back. You know, it's another collaboration with, you know, a NBA All-Star. You know what I mean? So Nitro says, definitely have content record months ago and still haven't put it out. Hey man, you know, like I found that was becoming my problem too, where I was going to events, capturing content, and then just getting lazy and not actually uploading it on YouTube, or, you know, because you need to spend time to edit and all, which is why I do see the benefit of going live, because then it's like, it's on, we're on, you know, we're live. I got to put out the content. We're here, right? Try not to mess up as I go. But yeah, here we are. So these pretty much released November 8th. And what do we have about them? It says in 2006, LeBron James and the swoosh struck gold with the Zoom LeBron 4 Fruity Pebbles. Okay, so this isn't the first Fruity Pebbles, I guess, that was ever released. There was one that came out in 2006. Hey, the more you know. And then now, this year, 2020, they decided to do a Dunk Low. Obviously, the Dunk Low is a very, very popular silhouette, as we all know, you know, with the Panda Dunks and everything else. So I guess this is his own version of it. Mr. Altu says, I see the grind you're doing with all these videos dropping Nitro. Yeah, yo, shout out to Nitro. Definitely, you know, because it's a lot. It's not easy to be a content creator, you know, especially when you don't see the what is it, like you don't reap the reward right away. It's one of those things. I guess it's similar. I compare this to kind of writing a book in a way, where you need to grind for 6 months, maybe a year, before you even get paid. You know what I mean? So it's like how committed are you, I think, is what YouTube tries to see with a lot of us. You know, how much work are you willing to put out before you start getting, before you even get $1 from YouTube, right? But Nitro, shout out to you. Keep up the great work, man. I'm definitely a fan of your work, and I will continue to watch. I was watching one of your videos the other day, so shout out to you. But guys, all right, so we're gonna get right to it, and then after the review, we're gonna touch on what they're doing on the aftermarket. Okay, again, probably not much, and then we will touch on, you know, some of the releases I'm excited about next year. Okay. But nonetheless, we got them over here. So this is it, regular Nike box. Okay, this is not an orange box, it's a red box. Let me go ahead and just blow up my webcam. All right, let me go ahead and double check what other music I got playing here, because I just got some like background music, if anything. Yeah, let me go ahead and just see. Thanks for your patience. What else we got? What other beats we got here? Alrighty, so this is it. Dun 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 dun. This is the box. Another reason why I like doing this reviews is we get to see what other freebies come in the box. They do come in some extra laces, which I didn't expect that they were come with some extra laces, but this is them. All right, so regular paper. All right, nothing fancy, and bang, there we go, right over there. Okay, these are the Fruity Pebble Dunks, okay? And, you know, it's a very colorful sneaker. You know, the first thing you're going to notice when you take them out of the box is you cannot miss these freaking crazy laces, you know? You put that in your cereal, all right? You got the Fruity Pebbles. I wonder how much they had to pay Fruity Pebbles to be able to use some of this branding, but those laces are really, really loud. It's almost like candy in your face. These are clean. They're awesome. I really like them a lot. I mean, the quality, first of all, like first impressions looking at it, is it's kind of like your regular, it's like your regular you know, your regular pleather, if anything. It's not necessarily the most high quality leather, if anything, but the colors are nice. All right, so clear bottom, real nice. I don't know, something about clear soles. I want to have more sneakers with clear soles. I just think they're fun, you know. It's kind of not that often where we get a clear sole. Typically we get like a black sole or some kind of, you know, color iteration with a dunk, you know, so it is nice to have that clean. Okay. Mr. Old School says, I like the concept of this dunk. Not your regular dagular or dagular dunk. Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. So white midsole over here, pretty much. Let's just spin that sneaker around. And then the color pattern on this, I really like the fact that there's just a lot of outline when it comes to the red. You have a little hint of yellow on the back with LeBron's, you know, his logo over there. It kind of reminds me of a crown in a lot of aspects. But yeah, LeBron James basically with a crown. Awesome. It's a really nice logo overall. I don't know who designed it, but it is a phenomenal logo. And then you had that nice blue swoosh, which again, this kind of does remind me a little bit like the, you know, Bart Simpson dunks because of the colored pattern. There's a little bit more white on this specifically, but bang, these laces are really loud. And then we obviously have that Fruity Pebbles over there. You know, you want to know how you guys can tell this is a return from Nike if it has one of these stickers on them. See that? Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. So this is the other sneaker. Other sneaker is over here. So let me go ahead and just play another song. Yeah, so over here, got both of them in the freaking building. They're clean. I do see this as a great Christmas present for the holidays for the kids. You know what I mean? It's just a fun, especially if your kid is like, you know, is a big fan of Fruity Pebbles. It's just kind of like, you know, having Fruity Pebbles while you're rocking your Fruity Pebbles. I think it's definitely it's an awesome concept, and you know, shout out to them for doing this. Nitro says, Mr. Old School, hello, and all the videos putting were videos, mostly old videos, was never gonna drop. My opinion, really good videos coming soon. Yeah, hey man, I'm excited to see all your content. Keep it up. Yeah, keep it up. Keep pushing for sure. 92 Kenny G says, what's up, Maine? And Nitro says, he will try. Yeah, man, I mean, a lot of this, we just got to keep pushing all this, keep pushing to the best of our capabilities. The other thing I wanted to touch on too is on the insole here, you pretty much have the Fruity Pebbles. You can't miss that. A lot of Fruity Pebbles, really fun insole, if anything. And yeah, so that's pretty much how it comes, okay? It's pretty straightforward. It does happen to come with some extra laces. So we got two fun colors here. One's just a regular white one, okay? And we also do happen to have this really fun purple. I could definitely see the purple with this, just, I don't know, just adding a lot of like just craziness into the mix, as if this isn't crazy enough already, you know what I mean? But these are fun laces. I like them. I'm going to give this entire sneaker in collaboration, I'm going to give it, what am I going to give this? I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. I think it's a solid 7 out of 10, mainly because, you know, it does happen to have like that Fruity Pebbles, you know, branding on it. Like, it's interesting. It's something to talk about. You know, this isn't a boring collaboration. It's a fun collaboration, especially for people that love their Fruity Pebbles cereal. That's for sure, without a doubt. But yeah, these are awesome. I think they're, you know, these are definitely like slept on. I mean, they did sell out, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying in terms of selling on the aftermarket, I didn't really expect this to be something that popular, right? But you know, you can always put these laces on other stuff. I think that's what's nice about some of these exclusive sneakers is like you can grab these laces and you could put it on another sneaker, you know? So I always try to think about like, what, you know, what else would I lace this with? What else would I use these laces on? Because the laces almost kind of look like a little bit like gobstoppers or like little jelly beans or something like that. If you take a really good look at them, they kind of look like jelly beans. It's a fun sneaker. Shoes are clean. Yeah, I again, you know, I mean, it's something worth talking about, and that's why I decided to start this channel, so I can be selective on like what do I want to feature, what would I want to see, you know. Yeah, we got Christian Chuke in the freaking building. What's going on, man? Yeah, again, clear soles are really nice. Now, these don't glow in the dark or anything like that. It would be kind of cool if they had something like that, but again, this isn't a Halloween sneaker, so I don't really expect it to glow in the dark. But they're clean, super nice. I need to take a look at more of the dunks online and see what other sneakers have you know, this nice clear sole, because clear soles are, I don't know, I think they're underrated. I really like clear soles, and I think I don't really own any sneakers right now that have clear soles. Now I wish this was my size, otherwise I'd keep them. It's a size 8, but solid colorway, so solid 7 out of 10. These are clean. These are clean, and shout out to Nike for having them in stock, you know? Because again, I'm very fortunate. I want to take advantage of the fact that it's like I have access to a store where the world, or at least anybody in America, can return stuff to, and then I can see it, and I'm like, all right, this is worth grabbing. This is worth featuring on the channel, right? Even if it did come out a couple weeks ago or a month ago, it's like I still want to be able to get the content out to y'all so that you guys can at least let me know. I mean, I can let you guys know. We can have a conversation about it. Is it a cop or is it a drop? All right. So let's go ahead and let's pull up what these are doing on the aftermarket. Hope everybody's doing well. If you haven't already, smash that like button. It helps the channel tremendously in more ways than you guys realize. So let's go ahead and share that screen. So, like as I mentioned earlier in the conversation, these aren't really doing anything on the aftermarket. So, if you did get them, rock them. It's most likely going to be a personal, if anything. Now, the larger sizes, maybe you can make a little bit of money considering the fact these drop for $120, okay? Now, I do see this as a great kids sneaker. I do see it as a great gift, if anything. But yeah, definitely for the personal, not something to make money on the aftermarket. Mr. Osu says, yo, Christian 2K. Mr. Osu also says, seeing someone wearing these is definitely a conversation. No, it is. It is. I mean, look, if your favorite cereal is Fruity Pebbles and you're rocking this and people ask you about the sneaker, then you can start talking about how it's your favorite cereal, you know what I mean? Or how it's LeBron's favorite cereal. I do like the fact that it's like, you know, you could be so big in basketball that you could be like, hey, Nike, I want to create the sneaker and I want it to be like all about my favorite cereal, you know? So, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Fruity Pebbles. Like, if anything, I'm like trying to think like, I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like, that's like my type of cereal. You know what I mean? If I had to choose something, it would definitely be something on the Cinnamon Toast side. But I'm curious to ask you guys, since you guys are rocking with me, what are your favorite cereals to date? Like, you know, if you could have something on a nice lazy Sunday morning, what cereal would you want? You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to remember. So growing up, we had this cereal in the Philippines that I believe it came from Malaysia. It was called Captain Crunch. No, not Captain Crunch. It was it was something with a star in it. Let me double check. No, it wasn't Captain Crunch. It was it was like Honey Stars. That's what it was. It was Honey Stars, and it was like this bear with like stars. Sorry, I've been in America too long and I'm saying Captain Crunch. It's like, no, it's not Captain Crunch. It was definitely, there was Honey Stars, and it was this bear in an astronaut costume. And what's so cool about it was like the back of the cereal box, you could cut the back of the box, and there would be like an airplane that you could fold and glue together. They had some cool stuff. Ernest, Christian says, Ernest, did you get those lobsters? No, I did not get the lobsters, man. You're saying Reese's Puffs over every cereal. Hey, man, I agree. That's definitely a good one. But for me, it's most likely Cinnamon Toast. I really like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I like that's definitely one of my favorites. But I'm also trying to think on the top of my head, like I do like Lucky Charms as well. Anything with marshmallows in it is definitely a good one. Now, if this was a collab with Lucky Charms, I'd be all over it. You know what I mean? It would be nice to see Nike do more collabs with other cereals, not just this one, right? This is kind of an anomaly in a lot of aspects, but yeah. Honey Stars was definitely a popular one. I'm trying to remember what other ones. We also had like Cocoa Crunch, like Coke. Yeah, it was Cocoa Crunch. It wasn't Captain Crunch. It was Cocoa Crunch. Cocoa Crunch is more so like it's like a cocoa type of cereal, and it comes in these little like clamshells in a little way. They're like little kernels and stuff. And when you put them in the milk literally turns to like a chocolate milk in a way. I'll never forget that cereal. But these are just some cereals that I grew up having in the Philippines, because we just had different cereals over there. Like a lot of stuff was that was imported from either Malaysia or Japan or Hong Kong and stuff. Nitro says, barely eat cereal. When I did eat, it was honey nut Cheerios and Cocoa Puffs. Gotcha. All right. Well, hey, man, you know, I mean, I think it's a topic worth talking about, you know. I mean, I don't really ask people on the day-to-day, like, hey, what's your favorite cereal, you know? I don't really have cereal that much anymore. I feel like these days, if I do, majority of the cereal I do get is from, like, Trader Joe's, if anything. But yeah, Lucky Charms is definitely one of my favorites for sure. That's a fact, without a doubt. I'm also trying to remember. There's also one. It's like a monster. I forget the name, but it's a monster cereal with marshmallows in it as well. That's another good one. Yeah, these are just a couple of cereals that are kind of coming to mind since we're kind of on the topic of like these fruity pebbles and I don't know. Anything fruity, like Fruit Loops with milk, Fruity Pebbles with milk. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. It's just a little on the weirder side to have something fruity with milk. I don't know. For me, I don't know. I'd prefer to just get ice cream at that point in time, like get some strawberry ice cream, if anything, you know. eBay dunks, Travis Scott to the end of the year was a crazy year. This entire year, guys, has just been like sneaker-wise, has just been like absolutely insane. It's been so crazy. I'm amazed on how many sneakers have passed through my hands, how many we've been able to feature on the channel since January. Like, there's just been a lot of stuff to talk about, you know. And it's crazy to me to even look back on some of my videos where I didn't even do a review. I just talked about the Travis Scotts, or you know, I talked about the Military Blacks or whatever, and then those videos did I would say pretty decent, you know, 300 views and up. But yeah, so that concludes my review for the dunks. I think they're good. I don't think they're like the best dunk in the world or anything like that. I don't think they're contender for even top 10 dunks of the year, but I do think it's a dunk worth talking about, which is why I'm giving it a solid 7 out of 10. Okay, now I did want to transition the conversation into pretty much a couple other things that are dropping soon. Okay, now one of them is this. Okay, this is the Spider-Man across the, you know, the Spider-Verse high. Okay, I had some mixed feelings about this because of the fact that, I don't know, it's just a little out there. Like, yeah, if you are wearing this, your jeans or your pants are going to cover this, so then it leaves you this bottom, which doesn't look that bad. But if you scroll down over here, yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. I need to see these in hand, if anything. It's definitely very, very loud. And then we do happen to have this as well, which is going to be exposed, you know. So this probably will be hidden by your pants. This is definitely very loud. It does kind of have this three-dimensional vibe, if anything. So I did want to mention that. But they're clean. I mean, they're clean. Definitely, we can't really compare this to like Lost and Founds or anything like that. It's a whole different sneaker, but you know, it does happen to have that, you know, some bits and pieces of the Chicago colorway, if anything. Christian says these are trash. Yeah, no, I agree. I just wanted to touch on them because they're coming out soon. I do not like this. Anything with patent that has like what is it? Like regular leather material with prints on it, and then this, it's just kind of like, yeah, I really see this as more of a childish type of sneaker. Even like the initial somewhat clear sole with a dye of red. Anyway, I just wanted to show this to you guys because this is somewhat coming out in 2023, to the best of my knowledge. More for the kids, if anything. Now, they done messed it up. Is there suede? I don't think there is suede. It's more so like a patent on the top, and then yeah, there's no suede on that. It's literally just a mashup of really weird, just weird patterns, if anything. But anyway, we don't need to touch too much on it. I did want to keep the conversation focused on next year, okay? Just a little bit on next year. I know I haven't really made a video about what's pretty much dropping next year, but these are some of the top Air Jordan sneakers releasing for 2023, okay? So we're just going to touch on this real quick. We're going to go down the line on what's expected to release next year, and then we're going to call it a freaking day, all right? But I appreciate you guys rocking with me. Origin stories were fire. I don't know why they added pink. I have no idea. I really have no idea why they did that Spider-Man across the universe. Again, it looks like the type of sneaker that's not for sneakerheads. It looks like the type of sneaker that's just made for the kids. Like, that's how I see it. It's like it's supposed to be like this. There's a mashup of all this across the universe. I don't really know, okay? I don't know too much about it, but it's all good. So these are some of the sneakers that are going to be releasing next year. Next year is coming up very, very... Guys, can you believe it's December already? Like, we're about to have Christmas holiday, about to open presents, about to hang out with family and all that fun stuff, you know, having some cocoa by the fireplace, hopefully, and just, you know, hopefully getting away from technology while we're spending time with family and friends, or with family specifically. Christian says, can't wait for the white cements. I can't wait for the white cements as well. I was just watching a video, one of I believe Seth Fowler's videos on it. But some of these are clean. This one, this is clean. I'm looking at this and I'm eyeing this and I'm just like, yeah, I really like this 11. It does look really clean. But let's scroll down and let's go ahead and let's just go one by one. We can have a little bit of conversation about them, okay? Some of them I'm just gonna pass because I'm not really like, you know, too thrilled on them. Like this one, this Olive Concord, not necessarily the biggest fan of this. However, I am a little bit excited for this one. Okay, let me just share it real quick. I'm a little bit excited for this one. Something about this colorway kind of intrigues me a little bit, which is why I don't know, I'm kind of like gravitating a little bit towards this because it's a little on the different side. But I just wanted to share that with you, that this is still set to release this month, December 13th. Okay, so this is still set to release pretty soon, but I just wanted to touch on it because we pretty much had this up here, and I'm just like, you know what, not the biggest fan of Jordan 9s, but that other one kind of intrigues me a little bit. Christian says Thunder 4s and white cements are going to be complete bangers. Yeah, no, there's some that I'm actually really excited about. And it's like, can 2023 come soon enough? You know what I mean? So yeah, we got those. Scrolling down, these, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of these. These definitely do look like it's more of a glitter blue, if anything. And then what we have suede on the back, I don't know. We're just going to kind of keep it moving. It's called the True Blue. It's an Air Jordan 1 OG High. Now, these ones, Mars for Her. Okay, it's, I don't know. I mean, this is obviously coming out for women's. I'm sure some men are going to pick this up, but it is kind of like, this reminds me, honestly, of a Christmas sneaker. You have that, like, that glitterful kind of red, if anything. So we're just going to kind of keep it moving here, but these are releasing January 14th. These are the black aquatone taxis. Okay, this year, I did mention, we just talked about clear soles. I do like clear soles, but I'm not the biggest fan of this one specifically. This suede does look like a dust collector, if anything. This sneaker just looks like a dust attractor and a dirt attractor, if anything. And let's keep it moving. So there are going to be some more Jordan 2s, whoop-de-doo, releasing, okay? I'm not the biggest fan of this colorway, so we're just going to kind of keep it moving here, but you guys let me know if you guys want to touch on anything. Now, this one, not too bad. I saw this, and I'm like, okay. I know they're trying to popularize the Jordan 2 silhouette. I know we happen to have the Chicagos, which are coming out later this December. I think that's going to be worth getting. I think that's going to be a banger worth getting, considering the fact that it's just like, when was the last time they released a Jordan 2 in a Chicago colorway? I can't really tell you guys. It's been forever, right? So I do consider, if you are going to go for a Jordan 2, the Chicago is probably the best bet, especially in those larger sizes. There's probably going to be some money to be made, but it's not the most popular silhouette, as we all know. So we're just going to kind of keep it moving. Yes, sir. Mars for me is what Mr. Old School says. Hold up. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I have a little bit of background music here, guys. All right. All right, just a little bit. There we go. Okay, awesome. We can keep it flowing. These ones, I don't know. I don't know about these. I mean, I do like the Jordan 6. As you know, I pretty much have the UNC version of them, and I pretty much reviewed that chrome black pretty recently as well. These ones, I don't know. I think they could have done this better justice if maybe the colors were swapped a little bit. I feel like there's not enough gray on this, and there's too much white. We're just gonna kind of keep it moving, but these are releasing on February 4th. Now these, okay, I don't know about these guys. I don't know about these. I'm gonna call it. This just strikes me. I mean, I know it is gonna be a women's sneaker. I'm not the biggest fan of this. It's kind of like you got that baby puke colorway. So we're just gonna kind of keep it moving. Unfortunately, this is a 4, which is obviously a very popular silhouette, but I just feel like this color specifically, I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of keep it moving, guys. I don't feel that pull towards it. It does kind of, but I also don't want to say it's complete trash. It's just, there's something needs to be done with this, okay? I don't know. Even if you did do a lace swap on this, I don't think it would do it any justice. So we're just gonna kind of keep it moving. Now these, on the other hand, these kind of intrigue me a little bit. Especially if we did a lace swap to cream, I could definitely see this as a pretty decent banger, if anything, okay? So this is the Air Jordan 4 SC Craft. I don't really know what the craft in it means. I mean, typically when we hear craft, it's like there's this different material on it. But to me, I'm looking at it, it just looks like leather. Yeah, just leather in different colors. But I do see if you do happen to do a lace swap with this with some cream laces, it would definitely break. It would kind of just have a better color break, if anything, because you see how it starts gray and then it goes to like this kind of like lighter, I don't know, this like light, this really, really light green, if anything, and then it goes to cream. If we have that cream lace on top, you guys know it, I think it would look a lot better, if anything. Nitro says, not that many Nikes Jordans want more Asics and certain New Balance sneakers. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what New Balance and heck, maybe even Asics, what they're going to be releasing in 2023. But I did want to go through this just to touch on some of the Jordans that we're expecting. Now this is going to be an instant sellout. This is an absolute banger. This is a Jordan 1985. And for those that don't know, okay, I did happen to hit on the Jordan 1985 Georgetowns. And the main difference between these, if you don't already know, is the quality is impeccable. You're going to have much, much thicker and higher quality leather. You can literally smell this out the box. Really good quality. And for this being a panda, like a panda, you know, like color tone, if anything, this is going to be an instant seller for sure. It's going to be a great one, and I think this is worth going for sure. Nitro says, most sneakers don't judge until I see in hand. Same. This is why we started this channel. I don't judge off mock-ups anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's really different when you get it in hand. You can feel the quality, you can see the colors, you can really have it in, you know, you just can really kind of figure out if it's something worth keeping, right? Now, the trouble there is, if you're not a fan of it, once you get it in hand, then you have to get rid of it, right? That's not that easy for a lot of people to do unless the sneaker is doing well on the aftermarket and there's some demand behind it, okay? So these I guess coming up next is the Air Jordan 13 playoffs. These are releasing February 18th. I'm not the biggest fan of this specifically. I feel like there may be a little bit too much black on it. So we're just going to kind of keep it moving. If anything, I know, so we did hit on the Soulflies, you know, that really nice, like light blue very, very recently. Let me go ahead and just share that again. We did happen to hit on these, and I'm excited to be featuring them on the channel. Now, this is a really nice colorway. I really do like this, especially with a lot of that baby blue and that creme de la creme. But we're going to kind of keep it moving, okay? So expect that review very, very soon on the channel. Now, this one does happen to have just a lot of elephant print on it, maybe just way too much elephant print. If they broke this down, if they changed this to black, okay, and I don't know, and yeah, just maybe left this in the front, maybe it would be a little bit more of like a decent sneaker. I just feel like this one has way too much elephant on it, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like it would be nice if they literally just had the toe box, just a little bit here and a little bit on the back. But there's just way too much elephant on that, so I'm probably most likely going to be passing on that. Now these kind of do remind me a little bit of the Blue Jays. You know, the Bluebird, the Blue Jays that pretty much came out in women's like early this year. I was considering those. These I probably would be going for over those. Let me actually double check if I can actually see them. Blue Jay 5 Jordan. Let me go ahead and just see if, yeah. Okay, they're very, very different. But let me just bring it up here so you guys can at least see, okay? So it's a lighter blue, if anything. It's a lighter blue, if anything, compared to this is like a UNC blue, okay? So for me, I don't know. I mean, this was made as a woman's shoe, but obviously a lot of guys ended up getting those larger sizes. I'm not too sure what these are doing on aftermarket. I think they're doing pretty decent from when I last checked, but these look like more of a cop for me. So I definitely will be going for these, if anything. Those 5s are fire. Yeah, no, I'd prefer these over those Blue Jays, that's for sure. Just because like the blue just is more rich, if anything. So that's probably what I would be going for. But, you know, again, 225 is a little bit of a steep price tag, but these I believe will sell out, okay? I do know that the 5s aren't the most popular silhouette, but depending on the colorway that comes out, they will definitely sell out. Let's keep it moving. So we got these Air Jordan 2 lows. These kind of remind me of, you know, those 4s that either dropped recently, which were like, I think it was called Messy Room. Yeah, I'm sure some of you guys have seen that. It was a 4 GS for kids. It kind of came out in these, in very similar, I'm going to just type it here. Messy Room, Jordan 4. Yeah, these did come out, or I believe are set to come out. Let me double check when the dates on this one are coming out. Yeah, so these apparently did come out, and I literally had no idea where it was supposed to come out, but this is them, okay? And I'm just looking. I know it's a very different sneaker, don't get me wrong, but I'm just looking at these colors, like the white with the blue and the red, and the white and the blue and the red. Obviously, this one doesn't have any yellow on it, but if you did add some yellow laces to it, I could definitely see this as the you know, the Jordan 2 low messy room. Okay, I don't know. I'm making stuff on the fly, but it does. I want the first thing when I looked at this, the colors just kind of remind me of that messy room colorway. Too much elephant print for sure. Yeah, no, without a doubt, which is why that's probably going to be sitting in stores. Now this is one of the sneakers we're going to want to keep very, very close attention to. Okay, this is the Air Jordan 3 white cement. Okay, this is the reimagining. Okay, it's going to be retailing for $210 and is dropping in March 11. I can hardly wait for this, honestly. And like, I'm already looking through my collection of threes, and I'm like, I'm probably going to have to get rid of one to be able to make space for this, if anything. I think right now I believe I have 5. I won't name them all on the top of my head, but we definitely have the Fire Reds. We have the Mochas that released this year. We have the Pine Greens as well, which are freaking fire. We also have the Muslins as well, and then I have another one which I'm trying to remember what it is. But anyway, I just told you guys I was gonna list everything I have, and I'm like listing them there. But we're gonna have to make space for this, so I'm gonna have to figure out which one to trade or sell, and then end up putting that money towards this. But this is a freaking fire piece. I'm very, very excited for this. Really nice contrast with like the break with the elephant print in the front and the back. See, this is where they kind of messed up on that first elephant one. Is like there's just way too imagine if this entire sneaker was just elephant print. It would just be like nobody would freaking buy it. But with the cream in the back, cream at the bottom, you got that nice gray sole. This is fire, fire, fire. Light up the chat. Let's light it up. Yo, we got Meow Meow Heel in the building. What is up, man? What is going on? No, we haven't quite sat down and talked a little bit about what's happening in 2023, which is why I wanted to do this. Especially after reviewing these Fruity Pebbles, I wanted to go ahead and transition to conversation even just a little bit longer, just so we can chill for a while. We're about to jump into a very, very busy week here, because for those that don't know, especially within sales, December's a short month. So you kind of have to work like 2 times as hard, you know what I mean, to really kind of bring any revenue over the line. But yeah, thanks for lighting up the chat, guys. This is an amazing sneaker. I need this is not like a maybe. This is not just like a want. This is kind of like a need. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna call it, and I know you guys agree with me. We will definitely be covering this on the channel. I'm hoping to put a really good review for this once we get them. Let's keep it moving, okay? Now this is the Skyline. This kind of reminds me of, I don't know, like a sunset in a way, where you got the different tones, kind of like that. What do they call it? They call it, I believe, like a Spanish sunset, if anything, where you have like the different, like from like yellow to like orange and then goes to purple. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here, if anything. Again, this is probably not going to be something that's going to fly off the shelves, so we're just going to kind of keep it moving over here. But this is releasing on March 18th. Now, so far, out of all the 2s I've seen, this one is intriguing me a little bit. I do like you guys know I like orange, okay? And there's a little bit of cream here, a little bit of orange. This is probably one of the best ones I've seen thus far, okay? I do like the green ones as well that we did scroll past, but these are releasing March 24th, 2023. Now this one, people are already talking about. This is a freaking Travis Scott. Now, this is sick, especially with the red laces that they will be putting on these. They're calling this the olive, okay? And it kind of reminds me of martini and all that stuff, you know what I mean, with a little olive on it. These are clean. These will sell out. These will do numbers on the aftermarket. But again, if I'm going to compare this to the reverse mocha lows, it's kind of like there's no competition. There's just no competition. The reverse mocha lows are definitely probably one of the best sneakers that have released this year. I'm just going to call it. Definitely within the top 5 sneakers for me that have released this year thus far. Okay? Not to sound like a hype beast over here, but I'm going to sound like a hype beast. Meow Meow the Heel says, "What's good, everybody? Drop kick that like button, yes sir." You guys know it. You guys freaking know it. Yeah, we here, we vibing, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys rocking with me. It just definitely does mean the world to me that you guys are willing to spend some of your precious time with this guy and talk sneaker content for sure. Let's keep it moving. But this is definitely something that we got to keep on our radar. I think it's kind of a given. Everybody's going to be excited about this, and we also do happen to have. We still have one more release this year for the Travis Scott, I guess, Phantoms, the all black, okay? I don't know how you guys feel about that. I do feel like I wish there was a little bit of something on the Phantoms. It just kind of does seem a little bit on the plainer side. Like, especially from afar, are people really going to know you're wearing Travis Scotts? It's like they got to be up close and personal to really know you're rocking Travis Scotts at the end of the day. But we will be full sending it for those because I believe those Travis Scott Phantoms that are releasing in December, again, we'll schedule some time to talk more a little bit about that as we get closer to the initial date. I need to actually double check which date that is. Give me 1 second here while you guys rocking with me. Travis Scott, Phantom. So these are releasing. I remember it's December 15th. Okay, yeah. Let me go ahead and just bring it up on the screen so you guys can at least, have an understand what I'm talking about. But these bad boys are coming out December 15th. Okay, mark your calendars. It's gonna be. I'm hearing it's the most stock Travis Scott that's dropping like ever. So hopefully we can have a chance at this. If I do hit on these, I will be doing a lace swap. I'll probably put some cream laces on that, if anything, just to kind of break it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like the fact that it's all black from afar, no, it just really does kind of look like a regular like Air Jordan Low, if anything. So we're just going to kind of keep it moving. But these are hot. Very excited for these for sure. Let's keep it moving. These aren't too bad. Not going to lie. I mean, I don't really have any sneakers that do happen to have yellow with blue. Like, these aren't bad. I don't know how well these are going to do on the aftermarket, but we're just going to kind of keep it moving over here. Let me go ahead and just get some music playing in the background. But I appreciate all you guys rocking with me over here in the freaking building. Man, what's going on with my music? There we are. All right. So let's keep it moving over here. Okay, these are interesting. Also, a whole lot of elephant print on these as well. I don't hate these, but I don't also know if I love them. You know what I mean? I think it's one of those sneakers I probably have to see in person. With the patent leather and elephant print. It's just interesting to have this sneaker have elephant print on it, but I definitely do like those clear soles, if anything. So these are releasing April 1st, okay? I don't know if they're releasing on April 1st as an April Fool's joke, but I guess they're releasing it on April 1st. Now, these are not bad, okay? I probably would have to have my pine greens next to these, but, the pine greens are black, right? So these are white. I don't know. I don't absolutely hate these, but I do need to see them in person to really understand how bright that green is, if anything. So we shall see. We shall definitely see, okay? Let's keep it moving. That's releasing on April 6th, okay? Wow, a lot of green sneakers popping on in April, okay? We also have these two. These are bangers. I like them. I think they're clean. These are the Celtics OG Jordan 1 High. Not bad at all. I probably would be doing a lace swap for just white laces, if anything, okay? Let's keep it moving. We got these Air Jordan 13 Black Flints as well. Okay, not bad. They're clean, but we're just going to keep it moving over here. We got these washed pinks. I could definitely see this a popular contender for a lot of the ladies for sure, without a doubt. Washed pink. Okay, let's keep it moving. This is a banger. This is definitely a banger for Jordan 3 for sure, okay? So similar to the cements that we just covered, the reimagined cements, these are freaking bangers. I kind of need these. Now, please note that this bottom portion is, it's shiny. It's glossy, if anything. So just take that in mind. I think I would be a bigger fan of this if this wasn't glossy and this was more on the matte side. But hey, sometimes beggars can't be choosers. These are clean. I like these a lot. Nitro says, for me, Lucky Green 3 reminds me of Cardinal 3s. You got a good point. Yeah, it's kind of like a switch up of the Cardinal 3s with green instead. Let's scroll back up real quick and double check that. No, you're right. You got a good point. Yeah, very similar palette. Yeah, you got it. You got it right. It's instead of that maroon red and that yellow, it's just all green. Yep, but this does strike me as like more of like a highlighter green, if anything. So I don't know how many people will be coming out of the woodwork for this one specifically. Let's keep it moving. So we got these Thunder 4s as well. Now this is definitely going to be a popular one because it's kind of like they're re-releasing this one. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to be coming out for these. So best of luck if you are going for these. They're going to be releasing May 13th. Okay, so exciting. These Lanleys, I don't know. I haven't been the most for me. The Jordan 14 hasn't been the most popular silhouette to me, and also like a lot of people, I don't know, don't necessarily really run after these when they come out, so we're just going to kind of keep it moving, if anything. So what do we got over here? Steel Gray, Jordan 4 Lows. I don't know. Let's keep it moving. Now these are clean. I wish we had more photos of this one specifically. The Nike SB Air Jordan 4. I know these were teased, I believe, by like Eric Costin. There was definitely some skaters teasing this. Now, this isn't a skate shoe, but it's an Air Jordan 4 SB, so very interesting to say the least on like the fact that Nike's doing an SB and it's a Jordan 4. So again, there's more information to come out for this very soon, hopefully, right? But I did see some skaters talking about this or skating this, and I was like, man, you would not catch me dead skateboarding in a 4. No, just it's non-negotiable. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. No, for sure. Nitro says wash paint looks like Hyper Royal for women. No, for sure. Let's scroll back up. Yeah, I could definitely see this because, you know, the Hyper Royal was definitely very popular. This is just a pink version. This is going to do good. This is going to do good on the aftermarket, and I can also see a lot of men rocking this too, for sure, without a doubt. So yeah, excited for this. Let's keep it moving. We got these Air Jordan 1 High OG washed blacks as well. Well, I didn't really realize how long this list was going to be, but thanks for rocking with me, guys. If you haven't already, smash that like button. It definitely has helped to all the viewers in the building. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so we got this wash black. Okay, I guess kind of similar to, I guess, anything washed these days. Not the biggest fan of this one specifically. I wouldn't necessarily compare this to the I won't be comparing this to the Hyper Royals because the check mark specifically is kind of like, wait, aren't the Hyper Royals like, isn't that also let me actually double check real quick. Hyper Royal Jordan High, I do believe it's it's a gray. It's gray, but it's more of like a gray matte, if anything. Let me double check here. I just want to bring it up on screen. So yeah, you're right. They definitely do match that. It's the pink version for sure, without a doubt. As compared to something like this, as you see, this is more on the, I guess, lighter side. Not so much shiny, if anything, but let's just keep it moving. We got the Jordan 5 SE Craft. Interesting to say the least. I'm not the biggest fan of this color. Kind of does have that kind of pukey color in a way. Let's keep it moving. The Toros. This looks fire. If you're a big fan of like anything red, you know, if you're going after the cherry reds, I think this is definitely a great sneaker to go for it next year. Just a lot of that, like just I don't know, just kind of reminds me of that blood colorway in a lot of aspects. These are fire. I like these. I like these and definitely worth going for sure, especially with that nice cream bottom for a Jordan 6. I like these. They're clean. Let's keep it moving. So this is releasing June 24th. Okay, these are kind of like throwing me off. These are the Air Jordan 7 white infrareds. Really, really loud. I'm like, the first thing I see is this. And I'm like, is this orange or is this red? It kind of looks like a reddish orange in a way. They're clean, but we're going to kind of keep it moving. Now, we also happen to have this hide and seek. It's a GS. Now, I kind of wish they had this in men's, okay? I know for the men's, we're definitely getting that, you know, the one I just covered, the reimagined ones on top. So I think we can't really complain that, you know, they're releasing this, but I do wish they did come with larger sizes on this for men. So this is GS, clean, and these are definitely going to sell out for sure, without a doubt. Let's keep it moving. We got the Air Jordan Airships. You guys know I just reviewed those Airships pretty recently, the orange ones. Airships are clean. Obviously, these did come out before the Air Jordan 1 Highs did. This is actually something that you know, Jordan was wearing, you know, at the games before he actually wore, you know, something that was made for him. So this is interesting. These will definitely sell out as well. I think these will do pretty decent numbers on the aftermarket, considering the fact it's more on the plain side. We shall see. And then we also happen to have these Wolf Grays as well. Nature says, wash black makes me think of black UNC ones. Gotcha. No, you're right. You got a good point over there. So these are the Wolf Grays and the Air Jordan 13. Not bad. I could see this definitely with a lot of fits for sure. It's clean. Let's keep it moving. Air Jordan 1 OG University Blue. Not bad. Okay. I don't know. It's not necessarily something that's pulling me that I'm going to need. We got this brilliant orange as well for the 12s. I'm not the biggest fan of 12s, full transparency. I did like those 12s that they released not too long ago where it was like this was all white and then this was gray. I liked those. If there was something I'd be picking up for a 12, it would most likely be those. Let's keep it moving. These are clean. I really do like this a lot. This is the UNC to Chicago, so you got a little bit of here, a little bit of there. These are clean. I could definitely see this doing very well on the aftermarket. For sure, without a doubt. So this is releasing one day before my birthday. My birthday's on July 27th, so this is coming out July 26th next year. So hey, it might be a birthday cop, if anything, you know, because you guys know what, we don't just celebrate on our day, we celebrate birthday month. That's how we pretty much do it over here, all right? over here. Okay, we got the black toes, the low OG black toes. These are going to do numbers, I believe, as well, releasing on one day after my birthday, July 28th. So, hey, we might, you know what? We'll just scoop them both up. Why not? You know what I mean? Since it's going to be on birthday month. 140 is what they're going to be releasing. This is clean. I would definitely break it with probably a cream lace or a white lace. If anything, that's probably what I would do. Scrolling down, we got this pale vanilla Air Jordan 1 High. Yeah, not the biggest fan of these. Definitely see this great for I don't know, you know, I can see a lot of women rocking this. If anything, the sneaker would probably age very well once it starts to get dirty. That's how I potentially see this, if anything. Now, if this was like Vachetta leather, I think that would be awesome. But let's keep it moving. We got these Air Jordan 7 Chambrays. Okay, again, another like all black sneaker. Well, mostly black, if anything. I do definitely see this as a dust collector, if anything. Let's just keep it moving here. Let's keep it moving. These are nice, guys. I'm gonna be fully transparent. This is the first time I'm actually seeing these, and these, not bad, not bad. I definitely want these. These are clean. I would definitely do a lace swap for gray laces on this specifically, just to kind of break it a little bit. But hey, you know, as it comes, not bad. These are clean. I like them. I like them. 210, releasing August 12th. Hey, there are some releases next year I'm low-key excited about, but I don't think next year is going to triumph this year. This year has been the most insane sneaker year in, I don't know, ever. You know, it just, that I've, you know, come to realize. I'm like looking at other stuff and I'm like, this has just been a really jam-packed year, okay? But this is definitely a contender for a great sneaker next year. Definitely go for them. If you like them. If you like them, I do see these doing decent numbers on aftermarket as well. Let's keep it moving. We got another Air Jordan 4 for women's. This is nice. I like them. Obviously, we all know Jordan 4s are very, very popular. I mean, a lot of people are just kind of collecting Jordan 4s or rocking Jordan 4s because it's a very popular silhouette. I'm really hoping Jordan doesn't completely milk this sneaker for all it's worth, but they might do that. Now, obviously, this is women's sizing, so this is probably only going to run till a certain size, maybe, I believe, 10.5, you know, unless they do extended sizes on this. I don't really believe they're going to be doing that. So I will be going for these because most likely they will be releasing this in a woman's 11. I think the cutoff sometimes is 11 or women's 12 or 11.5. So like I just make it right on the cusp before they cut it off. But best of luck if you guys are going for this. This is definitely something I believe that's going to do decent on the aftermarket. Just keep it moving. Got the Air Jordan 8 playoffs. So, guys, this is a long list. Thanks for rocking with me. If you haven't already, smash that like button. If you guys are just strong in the building, I appreciate any, I don't know, just participating here. Any questions you guys potentially have, let me know as we just kind of we're just going to kind of keep it moving, all right? So, the Jordan 8 playoffs. I don't know, not the biggest fan of this one specifically. Got a little bit of artsy on the bottom here. Let's keep it moving here. We've got these deep burgundies. I do see this as a very elegant type of sneaker, but again, it's a Jordan 5. It's not the most popular silhouette, but I could definitely see these with I could definitely see some people putting some fits together for this. You know, some classy fits for sure. You got that like aged look on the bottom. It's almost like an aged sole in a lot of aspects. These are clean. I'm not the biggest fan, so we're just going to kind of keep it moving, but best of luck if you guys are going for that. We're releasing September 9th. We got another Jordan 4. We got the GS Cacao Wow. Okay, these are nice. These kind of give me some, like, I don't know, Travis Scott vibes in a lot of aspects. You got that cream. You got that, like, nice brown suede on the top. Now, a part of me, I'm kind of jealous. I kind of wish they made this in larger sizes. This is just for GS. Let's keep it moving. $150, not bad. Those would do pretty decent on the aftermarket. This is the Praline Air Jordan 1 OG Women's High. I don't know. I think it's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Let's just keep it moving. But, you know, best of luck for anybody going for that. Okay, we got these black golds that are coming out. These are clean. They're nice, but I also know that patent leather isn't the most popular. It's just not the most popular material, you know? Like, and the reason I'm saying that is you look at the bread highs that pretty much came out pretty recently. I don't know. Like, what are they even doing on the aftermarket? Jordan bread high patent. Yeah, I don't know. It just, guys, look at this. Can we just talk about this for like just 30 seconds here? Like, what happened? What happened to these? They're really just not doing that well in the aftermarket, and the reason why I think is because the Air Jordan 1 High isn't the most popular silhouette. It's been kind of milked, and then also the fact that this is it's a patent leather colorway. So we're just gonna kind of keep it moving. Oh, sorry. Where are we at? There we are. So I don't know how well this is going to do. I do like the gold. I think it's very loud. I think it's very classy, but I don't think this is going to be the most popular thing. So we're just going to kind of keep it moving here. Wow, this is very, very loud. Very, very loud. So, if, you know, any of the women or men that want to rock this, this is going to be the yellow snake skin Jordan 11 low that's coming out. And then we also have, a different type of Spider-Man. See, I would probably be rocking this if anything. This is coming out for everybody. Yeah, see, I mean, I know I showed you the other Spider-Man, the Universe one. This is Across the Spider-Verse. I'd much prefer this over that one. This one just seems, as much it is a little bit more on, like, it strikes me as a sneaker for the kids. I do like this one way, way better than the other one I showed you earlier on the stream. Yes, on the Ron Burgundy. Yeah, no, you got it, man. No, those Burgundies are actually really, really clean, but I don't know if I'm going to be picking them up. I don't even know how many 5s I'm going to have by that point in time. So we'll just keep it we're going to kind of keep it moving. But these are releasing for 200. These will sell out, I believe, in all sizes, and I believe this is going to do well in the aftermarket because the leather does look very, very clean, so we shall see how that does on the aftermarket. Cherrywood lows are coming out. Again, I don't know. Not the biggest fan of these 2s. I think if anything, that orange, yellowy one that we just covered, and then the green ones are probably my favorite thus far, so we're just going to kind of keep it moving. The A Ma Maniére Air Jordan 12 is also coming out just 2023, okay? Now, I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I don't know about it. I'm kind of like a little bit, like, if anything, they're releasing for $225. That's already kind of a steep margin. I think if these do well on the aftermarket or look like they're going to do well on the aftermarket, maybe I'll pick them up. But I'm probably going to be passing on this, or maybe I'll just join for the fun of it. You know what I mean? Because it is fun to go after the A Ma Maniéres, and I know that I believe this will do decent on the aftermarket because people want to complete their collections, right? If you got the first one, you got the third one, you got the fourth one, you got the second one, you're going to definitely want to get this as well, for sure. So we're just going to keep it moving. I do see this as a little bit of a steep price tag. If this was selling for 200, maybe it would be a little bit more, it would make more sense to me, if anything. Let's keep it moving. Okay, well, we have another A Ma Maniére 12. Okay, between both of them, I much prefer this one, without a doubt. So this one, I don't know, just not the biggest fan of it. So we're just going to kind of keep it moving, but you guys let me know which one you would pick if you had to choose. This one seems a lot better. Like, after looking at this one, I'm like, okay, yep, let's go with this one. let's just, I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. So I believe these might release later in the year, if anything. But yeah, wow, we're actually at the end of the list. So out of everything I saw, I do like these. I like these a lot. These are clean. So I think whoever put this list together already kind of like summed up a lot of the good stuff that's coming out. These ones are going to do well. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I hope the A Ma 12s. Okay, you're lining them up. Yep. Again, if I had to choose, you know, it's weird how I'm like, I'm not the biggest fan, and then I see this and I'm like, yep, let's go with this. I don't know. I mean, this one just seems, again, I'm not the biggest Air Jordan 12 fan, but if you are, these are definitely going to be a scoop for next year, for sure, without a doubt. But guys, wow, that's a lot of talking. I think we actually probably just reached the hour mark. We just hit the hour mark. Just as I said it, I was just like, it feels like we're at the hour mark. I look at the clock and I'm like, exactly an hour and like 15 seconds. That's crazy. But guys, in regular fashion, let me go ahead and share my Instagram page. If you guys gain any value out of the conversation today and you have not already smashed that like button, let's go ahead and just bring up my page here. So I just want to let you guys know, you know, as we're building over here, I really appreciate, you know, those three things. You smashing on the like button, subscribing to the YouTube channel, because we will be doing a giveaway very, very soon once we hit that 2,000 subscriber. We're on the 2,000 subscriber chase. You guys know it. And then we're also on that 4,000 watch hour chase. So if you guys get any value out of this, you want to watch any of my other videos, any of my previous lives, any sneakers I've released, you know what I mean? Because again, we try to get stuff that we can, and we put out content on what we, you know, our honest opinion on them, and if it's worth getting, if it's worth trashing or sleeping on, if it's worth collecting. But feel free, lastly, to consider following me on my Instagram page as well. I pretty much post the videos after on my story, so in case you missed it, you can just watch the story, click on the link, and then watch the video. I try to make it as easy for you guys to view my content as possible. But with that being said, that's pretty much it. I'm going to conclude the live today. Typically I go live. I was debating on going live just 30 minutes today, but here we are at the hour because I wanted to touch on a lot of the releases that are coming out that I'm actually excited for next year. I know we kind of rapid fired through it for majority of it, but there's some exciting 4s that are releasing. Very excited about some of those 4s, okay? And we definitely have some 3s that I'm very excited about too. I would say those 2 on the top of the list, and then those green Jordan highs as well. That definitely looks like a banger, and I'm probably going to be going for those as well. We got Chucky Goat as well. Surprised they didn't do a 5. They've done 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they're doing a 12. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know what it is, but again, I mean, maybe they're gonna do a 5 soon. Just like it would be nice if they did it in order. But hey, look, I'm nobody to tell I'm what to do at the end of the day, right? But guys, I'm gonna conclude the stream here. I'm gonna be in the chat for a little bit, probably for a couple minutes as I play another song or two. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It really means the world to me. I'm about to have a power week, Monday through Friday. Really, it's going to be really busy, but we're going to try to continue to crank out content. Expect me to be live, most likely Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. Again, actually, sorry, I got a yo-yo event next Sunday, so most likely Friday, Saturday. I'll let you guys know if I'm going to be going live anytime to make up for that additional day sometime this week. So you guys will definitely be hearing from me, most likely in my community page. But thank you so much. This is awesome. I'm just thankful to have, real ones like you guys watching my stuff and supporting the channel to any extent, okay? And if you're new to the channel, again, consider subscribing. We've been pretty much covering sneaker content since January of this year. And next year is going to be an amazing year because I have some big plans for this channel, okay? In more ways than I can even explain right now. So thank you for rocking. But Chucky Goat, thanks for stopping by. Again, guys, we're going to be peacing out. Thank you all. Everybody viewing right now, we got about 8 viewers right now. Thank you all. If you haven't already, smash that like button. It definitely helps the channel very, very much. I'm going to be peacing out over here, but if you guys happen to have any questions on anything I touched on today, please let it be known. Also, feel free to DM me too. If you happen to have any questions, if you guys are looking for specific sneakers, I help a lot of people get sneakers, and I help a lot of people get sneakers for retail. So if you do happen to have any questions, anything I've covered, and you guys know my size. If there's anything I've covered in the past that you're interested in, and I might be sitting on some sneakers that I'm looking to sell, and you guys reach out to me. Again, I'm more than happy to help my community here get stuff for retail if I can. But again, hey, don't you all come to me at once asking for sneakers. But I'm just saying, if there are specific sneakers you've seen me either cover on the channel or you're curious on how I've obtained them, I'm more than happy to teach you guys how to go about it. As like the sneaker community is very small at the end of the day. I want to help as many people as possible because that's what we're about, helping people get stuff for retail. If they can get it on their own or I'm able to help them, and just get advice and my honest opinion on like what to rock, what to stock, what to get rid of, right? So yeah. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much for all your support. It definitely means the world to me, and I'm just excited to be here, excited to be a part of this community. This is such an amazing community. I've met so many amazing people who just each and every day inspire me to continue doing this. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to be peacing out over here, but I'm going to play some tunes, and later, guys. Thank you so much. Let's make it a great week, all right? Peace.